Hey all, it is 4:30ish and I haven't vlogged all day, so I thought I might start doing something now. I don't know what this vlog will end up being today, but it'll be something. Here's something. You talk to anyone in the city of Seattle about what the number one issue that is affecting citizens today, they'll very likely tell you that rent and cost of living is ridiculously expensive to live here. Now, being from the Midwest and moving to the West Coast, I was a little bit nervous when I moved 9 years ago. 9 years ago? 8 years ago. And that's very true. It's not unheard of for a studio apartment in this city to be $1,000+ The average one bedroom, I think, is right around $1,800 or $1,900 or so at this point, and those rates are only going up. Now that's happening because mega companies like Amazon have planted their roots here in Seattle in the downtown area, and they have a lot of money, and they are paying engineers and software developers a lot of money to work there. So you have a bunch of people who have a bunch of money, younger kids, and they're all flocking to the city for these type of jobs, and they need a place to stay. So, of course, the real estate market, because it is a business, starts raising their rents so that they get as much money as they can for their properties. It's good business, right? I guess. The problem is that there are those like me who really can't afford those type of prices. $1,800-$1,900 is a lot of money. It's not quite as bad as other places like, say, San Francisco or New York, but it's still plenty bad. And there's no rent control. There's nothing to protect the, middle range, the middle class, for lack of a better term. There's plenty of pay restricted apartment complexes. In fact, when I got into this apartment that I'm in right now a couple of years ago, it was very much last second. I had an apartment lined up in another place. They approved me to move in, and they did last minute checks as to how much money I made, and they said I made $100 more in a year than I was allowed to live there. So I lost my apartment because of that. But there aren't any apartment complexes within the city that are really quite livable, that aren't more than a square box, that are within that price range that I need. So, yeah, what do you do? They keep saying that they're building more affordable housing, but that tends to go to either people who make below a certain threshold, or B, they go to the people who are making this money at the big money that are causing the problem anyway. I can tell you that since I've lived on Capitol Hill, I've looked around for different places because while I do like the apartment I'm in, it is a little bit small. I do have a one bedroom, roughly 650 square feet, and I pay really reasonable rent. So I'd have to find a pretty amazing apartment, or I would have to make it significantly more money to move out of this apartment at this point in time. Because I love living downtown. I don't want to live in the suburbs and have to commute for 45 minutes. I've done that. It sucks. So then 2 hours of your day ends up being on the bus or on the train or whatever the case may be. I don't want to do that. So what do? I stay where I'm at and hope for the best and keep plugging away. I will probably call it good there for today. It's not the best vlog I've ever had, but it's definitely not the worst I've ever done. And I will do my best tomorrow to make things much more exciting. But I'm just interested, wherever you are in the world and you're watching this, put in the comment section down below. If you're a renter, what size place, or is it a studio, is it a 1-bedroom, is it a 2-bedroom, do you have roommates, so on and so forth? Just out of curiosity, if you don't mind, tell me how much that you're paying in rent right now, and tell me what part of the world you're in, what city. Until next time, friends, thanks so much for watching, again, as always, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.